Well, welcome to episode 9 of FPL Top Dogs, Ballyhaunis, and I'll just get the audio sorted. There you go. And I'm coming here live from Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur to be exact. Here at the apartment, and I'll take you through everything that happened in Gameweek 10, I think it is, if I got my maths right, episode 9. It's the 4th of the 11th of November, 2025. I'm 8 hours ahead of you, so it's coming up to, I don't know, was it 4:40 in the morning here? But it's a good time to get things done. The house is not as busy as it usually is, and I can get bits and pieces done. And we'll take you through everything and all the shenanigans of Game Week 10 and FPL fantasy football. Mainly, of course, I'm the guru. Wife and family here in Malaysia, but I also reside in the UK, in London, where I live and work. Little bit of an international dude all over the place. And I've come from Ireland, of course, if you're watching from afar. And my job is to take you through the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League that we're running here in the community and our diaspora of friends who are all over the world, from Sydney in Australia to Brisbane to Vancouver to Toronto to San Diego. A few people in the UK play in the Christinic that are friends of me, and loads of you back home in Ballyhaunis, or in and around the Delta, as I call it, Roscommon to Galway to Mayo, and wherever you're based, guys. It's our league, and we're all FPL top dogs. So that's when I'm here. So let's share the screen and get into things. Now, this game week 67, I am very happy to get out with 67 points. And Ndiaye came through for me there, scoring that stunning goal, that run from the right and cut in. Just phenomenal player, and I'm hoping now, I'm sweating that he won't be. I'm hoping it's a knock, if anything, to the foot. It looks like the foot. Hopefully it's precautionary. But he's a great. I love Ishmael. Ndiaye, his first name. I Ndiaye. So, and Bumo, I did get in last game week. Didn't work out, but I just want a bit of United in there, and they're playing week to week, and there's no stress. He is flagged, so I'm sure it's a foot issue for Ndiaye. Um, you know, generally, so the breakdown doesn't give you much info there now. Muscle injury, okay, that could be. Yeah, these were persistent with anyway. Uh, it's been quite lucky for me. Now, I'm not happy with this team. Foden, of course, leaves me with an assist and a yellow card. So thank you very much for Phil Foden. With City now, I think away. I think they're at home to Liverpool next. So I'll leave that one there with City. So it's the 4:30 game on Sunday the 9th. I'm traveling back to London. I'll be well gone for these games. I'll be flying well out. This is about, it's a Sunday, so for me that's about 12:30 at night. Monday morning I'll be well gone. At that stage, I'll be able to catch the United game 8 hours ahead, so that's 8:30 for me here in Kuala Lumpur. So I'll definitely catch that whatever I can, and maybe a touch of this. But you know yourself, 4 o'clock in the morning for the 8 o'clock kickoff is just insane. Try not to do that. I had a good nap before, so I'm able to get up um, at this time of night. But 67, I'm really happy with the 9 points from Ndiaye. It could have been so much better. He went off after 61 minutes. Everton then hung on with dear life with Sunderland. And Sunderland now have just proven that they're just a top hard team to do anything with. You know, Xhaka in that midfield and their defence, they played five at the back. Ballard leading the line and Mukiele's having a storming season, a bit of a Lindstrom season maybe. We'll watch Mukiele in the future, but you know, other players are just Ishidor as well. So yeah, I think it's a possibility having Xhaka in, but I went for someone different. I decided to go in and save a bit of money on Foden and bring in Declan Rice. Might be a bit boring, but he plays every game. If I have noticed that if Arsenal break out in a 3 or 4 or 5 now, he's always in amongst the assists or whatever. He's taking corners. That header the other day now against Burnley, it's just convinced me that, and he's just hemorrhaging points, like 10 points. We'll have a look at his team now, but this is just commentary, the double. So I'll take the 67. Lots of people got 80, 75-ish. So, you know, I'm only firefighting for now on. Love the bench. Got plenty on the bench to get through. I've got no chips left, no nothing, no wild card, no free hit. But United have a good run, and I'm thinking about Bruno somewhere down the line. I'm thinking about Liverpool, of course, after game week 13. You know, might sneak a Liverpool asset in there. Virgil, I think five at the back is nearly viable now this season. As you can see, the midfield is just completely hit or miss. Rogers looks really, really good. He seriously does it. A couple of off the woodwork, you know, against Liverpool. I'm convinced looking at, well, I saw extended highlights, but I'm just convinced, you know, a deflected shot from Gravenberch and Martinez throws the ball to Salah to get himself some captaincy points. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. And no wonder Mo didn't celebrate that. It's just, how can you celebrate that? It's a gimme. It's completely, you know, he's lost. Martinez has lost it. I think I didn't throw it. He kicked it straight to Mo. So that might, well, I don't think I'd be in a rush to get Mo because of the AFCON. And in game week 17, we're going to be in 11 now, coming up. What is it, 11? Yeah, 11 coming up now. And I'm not in any hurry. But this could be the last good chance to get more points, possibly. Um, Look, Szoboszlai is an option. I'm not ruling him out. He's playing all the games. Gakpo is hit and miss. He's blanked about two or three in a row. I think at the moment now, what is it? Liverpool and Real Madrid was 0-0 last time I saw. And we'll just have a quick look. I think Bayern are 2-0 up. Or is it PSG or 2-0 up? One or the other. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Liverpool and Real Madrid are goalless. That's the latest there. So Rogers, I do like, as I said, I just think Liverpool flatter to conceive. I don't think they're back yet. Not looking at that. Villa had loads of chances, especially in the close of the games. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with Rogers. I just like Rogers. Semenyo keeping, he's just great quality. A lot of money tied up in him. And Ndiaye keeping. Foden's gone for Rice now. And Buemo. Bowen was so unlucky with, I think, that save, his shot saved, and then doesn't come off the keeper and then off Souček. It's a double. He doesn't get the assist. Unfortunately, they can pick that thing up years before. They wouldn't pick that now. They wouldn't pick it up as a double. Yeah, he's just unlucky. Hit the post as well. Early doors against Newcastle, was always in the running. Looks like the talisman, but again, you know, it's like if you have a def con of Calcedo, he's beating a Bowen, and who knows, in the long run that could be the winner. That's what we're all worried about, because these guys, they get streaky scores. The full profile. Fixtures history doesn't come up. Oh, there it does come up now. So really, it's a tricky enough run. Got the assist there, and then this tricky enough run there for nines and nines. It's not really disastrous. It looks okay. A couple of double digits there. Burnley coming up next, so hopeful of that. Bournemouth and West Ham, you never know what Nuno can do away. He can do, and Bowen's good away from home. Liverpool's always fun. West Ham and Liverpool, that should be a fun game. No, I think I have room enough to keep Bowen in there. Joao Pedro's back, so keep an eye out. But he scored against Tottenham and he's blanked loads of games before, so I'm not crying about panicking to get Joao in at the moment, even though Chelsea have Wolves up now next. And yeah, I don't want it. I'm not taking any -4s this season. I'm just going to keep it this way and try and build up a couple of transfers to game week 13. So we'll see then going forward there. So 1.37, 1.3, we'll say 1.4 million now, up to game week 19. I've used up all my chips, so it's firefighting all the way to game week 19. And honestly, this double chip system, that's just the way it's going to be, folks. It's going to be, there's no point looking at your rank until game week 19 and game week 38 now. Well, definitely from 0 to 19, there's no point looking at it because people play differently. Look, I've got my 50, 48 in the bank for the triple captain. Haaland, happy enough. So we'll see if the boys with the TCs left can get that sort of score. But even if they get 20, they're going to pip me and knock me back. I've got no free hit, but I'm not too concerned because by game week 17, if people haven't used a free hit yet, or wild card, but definitely haven't used a free hit, then we all get a free hit in game week 17 and do what we like. But most of us won't have a load of these AFCON dudes. I think maybe Semenyo's an AFCON dude for me, and maybe Ndiaye, I'm not sure. Maybe Mbuemo, possibly. Okay. But I would be looking to bench one or two of them anyway. And they might be knocked out. They might only miss 2 or 3 game weeks, who knows. So yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Looking at the Rice move, yeah, it looks a bit kind of safe, but he is good for DEFCON points. So have a quick look at Rice's thingamabob player profile. It's just I can't believe the clumps of points that Rice is getting. Is it? Look at this. I've gone into the Gooners thing. Oh, Hail Mary. Just to say, I have to do 4 Hail Marys and Our Father now for going into the Arsenal website. Shocking stuff. That's a rookie mistake, man. Back to square one again. That's what you get now for messing with Arsenal. You get too much Arsenal in your team, you will get stung, and you will have to revisit their website. Um, Full profile. Yeah, Deco Rice. Yeah, yeah. People will say, yeah, it's points change and all this and that, but look, this is just crazy stuff. Goal, start. So goal and goal. He get a couple of goals and assist bits and pieces. He's in the points. That's a good solid sort of average of points there. 664. You get a couple. He's coming back from an injury possibly, or he's being rested for Nottingham Forest. But there's good points there, and I'll have him. Although Saka's scored his penalty tonight, he has been very underwhelming. So he played the game. I'm sure he played the 90 minutes or whatever of Slava Prague. It'd just be interesting to see what the story there was with the Arsenal. Um, yeah, Saka 32nd minute penalty. Declan Rice has got another assist. It's just no joke. I think he's just a complete all-around footballer now, and he's growing as a player with the responsibility at Arsenal. Because with West Ham he was more utilised in defence, um, and to kind of always think of watching the house for West Ham. But now it's just brilliant. He's over in Arsenal and he's able to have that freedom. So Deck went off after 81. Saka played the whole way through. So did Gabriel, Saliba. So these guys will be back again anyway for the next game against who was it? I think it's Sunderland. So that mightn't be as easy. The Sunderland away, so they'll push it up. They'll push it up them, as they say. They'll get at them. They'll have to start quick, but yeah, everybody's just banking in the clean sheet points here, aren't they? With that Arsenal defense, as they say. So yeah, I'll leave that. Looks I'm not sure about putting in Romero, but I'll figure all this stuff out later. I'm going to keep Ndiaye there just in case he can make the Fulham thing. And Krupe doesn't look like he's going to be playing anytime soon. I think Romero's back and he's always good for a goal, Romero, from set pieces, uh, more so than Senesi. So Villa away is quite tricky, and I'm just although Spurs have a terrible home record, they've won 4 out of 18. They, they really are struggling. So yeah, that's the way I'll go on anyway for this game week. Sun Dream Team, yeah, they're catching me up here in the Red Bridge League, and made a few boo boos okay, and it's hard to get back into that vein of thought when you drop a few players, you let them go, and then they kick on and do well. And as you can see, there's nothing going with our friends Sabazalai and Gakpo. So I'm hoping that they can do something. I'm second in the league, but again, there's no point looking at this until after Thursday's games. Any refresh? Oh yeah, Sabazalai goes up a bit. Fair enough, good. I might at this stage. So the Rebels League is what I keep an eye on. And yeah, I'm doing okay in this thing. Okay, it's nip and tuck a bit. It's pretty close. I've used my um, captaincy max cap, which will float around whatever player gets the most points. But it looks like Haaland will get the most points. So that was a wasted chip. But yeah, we'll just carry on and just accept the hits and just roll with them. Score predictor. I got about 4 predictions right last game week, which is incredible. Like 13 points, and you get a point for the right outcome, win, lose, or draw. Quick right, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, the leaderboard, 103. Yeah, I've gone 3-9 just to nip Tottenham 1-2-1. So why am I playing two Spurs defenders? I fancy that to be a tight one with Everton and Fulham. West Ham fancy just to get the edge of Burnley. I think Arsenal will just have too much for Sunderland, 3-1. I think Chelsea will be handy against Wolverhampton, so why I'm not getting in Joao Pedro or Enzo. Villa, I think they'll just edge out Bournemouth again and Brentford. Newcastle can't call that one. 1-1. Palace 2-1, I think. It's Brighton. Forest are back onto some sort of saw loss against United the other day, and seeing that corner save, I don't know, was it Yates or is it whoever was trying to keep that ball in? This is maybe that touch just kept in, but that it's easy to give that as a corner to United, and hence Casemiro, fair play to he does get about and he just isn't anonymous, and he's an attacking player. The catch is you need that balance between attack and defense. And with Ahmad flying forward, wherever he is, the left wing back or whatever he's playing, either side. United have that fine balance that they need someone in that midfield, like somebody said, I don't know, it's a Tonali from Newcastle or somebody to kind of get a grip in the game midfield for But I saw a lot of good in United. I saw a lot of triangle passing forms and maintain possession. Buemo's trying to get involved. So I've seen a lot there. Bruno was unlucky with that shot off the post. I can't believe it. He definitely point judging, and I am worried about Bruno. Like Bruno is a good shout to do my first -4 of the season and just get him in for God's sake. He's gonna blow up somewhere, and if he does, I want to be on him. And United have only one game a week, so it should be easier to predict the lineup. City and Liverpool, I think that'll be the 2-2. So that's the leaderboard. I think it's crazy where I am in England in this leaderboard. Was it 31 points? I'm 577th out of I don't know how many there is. Loads. So yeah. So I'll let this go anyway. I have to double check. You get 2 transfers every game week, so and then they can mount up to 4. I think you can get to 5. So yeah, nothing yet there. The team going forward. I don't like that. Gordon was a big mistake getting Gordon. Jesus, Doco. I had Lewis from City, and he was not starting here and there, and I made some terrible mistakes because I just don't have the cash to mess around and get that midfield sorted at all in any way. I'm really trying to figure out how I'm going to get Gabriel in there, and Gakpo now next week. I'm not sure he'll get a hattie against City, so I'll figure out something how to get in. Definitely going to Gabriel and Joao Pedro. I think I can just swing the 2 of them in. Just back. But I just have to get rid of Sabazalai. See if I can get in this dude Gabby, and there's no way. Striker. Hopefully now can see if this will work. Can't go from. I wonder why, because you can't have 2 in midfield. So, and I think I'm just out of the range for Pedro anyway by 0.1. It's always the same in every sort of format you do. See that minus 0.1. That would have been the perfect move. So I'm in big trouble with this dream team. Right. Any other? That's the thing about this. Once you go into Arsenal, it won't take you out of the Arsenal screen. You've got to go all the way back. Anything else happening in the footy? Atletico 1-0 up. Monaco winning. Juventus drawn. Liverpool 0-0. PSV losing to Olympiacos. So yeah, Bayern 2-0 up. And Spurs 1-0 to the good. Suppose Carlson smells like Johnson. Okay, Xavi Simons came in for a lot of criticism. A few people have Xavi Simons that just can't stand him at this stage. I think he looks a bit lost, really for the Premier League. But yeah, let's go quickly into the league itself. Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League review. I'm on 600 points, around 20th, so 89 points down on Davy McNamara. He's still got his free hit left. So he's in a good position. So I tend to kind of look at the leader really 89 points down is not a complete disaster, but it should be a lot more by game week 19. I have to get a bit lucky. If I can keep him to 60, then I feel I still have a chance with three more, with all the chips left again. As I'm saying, like the double chips, everything now in the FPL is all geared to keep the casual manager. Somebody who just misses a few game weeks, remembers, oh yeah, yeah, oh Haaland, oh I have Haaland as captain. Let me check if he got, yeah, I have him as a hattie, and it gets them interested again. There's over like 12.5 million players now. So I suppose it's working in some sense, but us guys who are more like planners and strategists, that I always had a good run at the end because I had everything lined up and there was only three chips, and most people in the game would have used the three chips by game week 20, and a lot of people don't have patience and they want points now. So with only having the wild card and the three chips, your patience really got rewarded. Now patience doesn't reward you, Jack. It's all about, never mind about planning for 4 or 5 game weeks ahead. I think that's all dying out now because everyone's got a chip now. You got like 8 chips now. So, okay, in 38 game weeks, that's a good chunk. It's about a 20th of every single game week. You're going to have a chip, to mess about with. And that's massive now. That's a game changer. So points now is the way to go. Planning 1 or 2 ahead, tops. The fact that you've got all these international breaks, by the Christmas season, say game week 13 or 14, wherever we are, Christmas season, it's all stop start until you get to that Christmas run, and then you'll see team value, and people will be able to save up a load of transfers by over the Christmas run because the games are coming thick and fast. So it's really now set up about points for now, and the casuals now. The game is about the casual player. Okay, I wouldn't care if there was a million players and I won this bloody thing. But now there's 12.5 million players, and most of them are beginning to be completely engaged now. So the delta between an engaged season or whatever, we'll say before COVID in 2018, you could nearly write off 7 or 8 million of them players. They're all dead, they're gone and done. And you'll have about 2.5 to 2 million really interested on it managers. With all their chips left, they played the patient, and now they can reap the rewards with double game weeks. Now there's less double game weeks. The FA Cup has its own slot during the midweek, or the Saturday, Sunday, during the traditional weekend. And other games have been pushed, Premier League games. Now there's more European games as well. So, like in the Champions League, there's, I don't know how many games you play, but there's about 20% extra games you play in the Champions League than you did traditionally. So that's like 4 or 5 different more games per year. So the Premier League is only like 34 weeks out of 38 weekends. They don't have 38 weekends anymore. They have a maximum of 34 to get everything done. So everything's getting crammed and everything's getting really, so so the lack of opportunities for these double game weeks, there's going to be very little of them about, and it's just really all set up for now. So okay, so if you're a casual player and you miss these game weeks, then surely that's a disadvantage. But you can get back pretty quick because you can roll transfers as well. You can be more attacking and go gung ho, and you can get back. So people who are strategists like myself and others, we don't like, there's more variance in the game. Whereas when you only had 3 chips in the wild card, there was less opportunity for these people to get back at you. Now it's a free for all. I feel like it's going Wild West, the game. Thank God the system managership. I hope to never see that ever again. I despised the chip. It was crazy. I hated it. It's encouraged gambling. Like it's crazy. Um, but I don't think we'll lose the double chips. So people seem to want to have a crack at them, and I suppose game week 1 to 19 is your opportunity to get ahead of the pack. But then, with the lack of opportunities to play a bench boost or a trip cap in certain double game weeks, from 20 to 38, there's going to be basically a select amount, a minimum amount where everyone's going to play them chips anyway in that game week. And basically on a Haaland or a Salah or somebody that's in vogue at the moment. Who knows Cole Palmer if he gets back. So, yeah. So where I am, just a little bit of a moan where things are. So firefighting until game week 19. Bring it on. Dave McNamara, free hit left, 76, great score, lovely hurling. Mateta finally starting to get his XG up after he's missed a lot of chances, but I still think he's a good shout in the double Arsenal. Eze's an interesting differential, but I'm not sure Eze is the man consistently. I think it's either going to be Rice or Xhaka. Gyokeres, we don't know if he's injured, but he have reduced minutes now with Havertz coming back soon. And Marino now has scored a couple and he's pushing. So there's a lot of competition for that place. So Fergie Walsh. So where is Davy McNamara's 14,900, just below 15k in the world. Unreal. Fergie Walsh in there with a 75, so good score. Saka blank again. A few bits and pieces here. The Haaland thing. Also 49 other than Haaland is quite good. See, it's definitely the Richards and the Lacroix and the Gurheys, and he gets 10, but our man Munoz only gets 6, so he's attacking. So it's a DEFCON, obviously, bonus point and whatever it is. Okay, so there you go. And Stephen Nolan with an 81's come back in great style. The dodgy week the other week, I think. But he's back in the running again, 81. Already kudos, fair enough. Sar's good guy moving forward. I will like Virgil. I'm thinking about bringing him in myself for Liverpool. So Joao finally repays the Spurs goal. Bruno, fair enough. United fans, it's nice to have that bit of stuff, but he could haul very, very soon. Munoz only with the 6. So if he doesn't return, he's getting no bonus and he's getting no DEFCON. So that's why everyone's doing the Gehi and the Qua and the Virgil thing, because these guys and Virgil's good for a goal. So yeah, 81's phenomenal. Anything sticking out. It's just like good consistency across there. You get your captaincy right during your 80s. Kieran McDermott's having a great season. Wow. 67, fine. Get through the week, and he's used no chips either. So Stevie's still got a free hit in the triple captain, so there's a lot more to come there. 100, so very, very good standards in the Christy Nick Fantasy League. Kieran McDermott's just freewheeling, and I don't know how some of these guys do it, just killing it. There's no chips, no nothing used. And Cash, Gay, Grealish, no transfers made. It's just magic, what did they say? If it's not broke, don't fix it. And that's Kieran's ploy. That's amazing. He's really in the vogue there. Gay is the killer, really, isn't he? The Salah's done. The Haaland and the Salah thing are still a thing, aren't they? I think it will be a thing soon enough. Before he goes to AFCON, I think that will be the ploy, maybe, to get in Salah and Virgil if I can. 78 from Connor Freely, doing well. Use a few chips, loads of transfers there. Yeah, Reinders, good riddance. Star will be fine. Thiago is all the rage, and Mateta. They're all scoring, so yeah, doing okay there. What's the score there for Connor? 78, good score. 328,000. I'd love to be around there now, float now into game week 19. A million behind Connor. Lee Chambers again hasn't used any chips. I know Lee isn't massive now into FPL. He was saying like, and he's leaving a lot of us. Like he's still, this is more or less still the same team he's had. He's just letting it go, and it's just unbelievable. It's all the chips left. Soon, they'll have to make decisions. That bench, look at that. That would have been an okay bench boost. 14 and a 78. Brilliant. Tonali, wow. There's a lot of twos and ones and twos in this team, but bang, 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 3 or 4 bang. Rice is the one there. Rice is the man, isn't he? Jack Maloney, the dancer, no, far behind, 347,000. Calcedo, man, Munoz. See, it's all the defenders, really, I suppose. Okay, I think Power will do well eventually. Woltemade went off at half time. I don't know, did he get a knock or something? Mateta done well, 76, good score. Will do. Nice green arrow. The Oracle Mark Phillips, 70, very good. Some Krupe Jr. is going to be like my dead spot. A lot of people are going for I don't know how you say his name. You all know Key or whatever his name is from Chelsea. They're going to dead that spot with the 4.3. But I think Krupe will be an interesting dude here just in case down the line. And I think he's good value. He's already gone up in price. Mateta, fair enough. I wouldn't mind having him myself, and Xhaka. We'll tie up a bit of money. 10.1, he's gone up. So 70, good score. Haaland, okay, everyone's on him. I'm not going to moan about the Haaland thing. I'm just happy to leave the captaincy alone and just forget about it and just concentrate on making micro gains or differentials. And, I'm looking at Virgil, Salah, and Bruno Fernandes at the minute. Hughie Carney, good game week for himself. 73, ninth in the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, 450k in the world. Very good situation still. He's got his bench boost left, so he'll be looking at good time to throw these guys in. King isn't a good bench boost guy. Kane could be anything. Mukiele is very interesting, lower level. So somewhere down the line, he will bench boost. But Crystal Palace might have a double game week in 18 or something stupid due to their European involvement and Carabao Cup involvement. So keep an eye out. That would be a good time to boost up on any Palace. So that's for the game week 18 or so. So keep an eye. So 73, good score, just generally all around, bits and pieces. Mateta's the main dude that separates me and Parkerone and Adam Hickey on 67s. 67 is a fine score anyway. I'm really happy to get out of that game week, not to be stuck in the mid 50s. I'd rather be in the mid 60s. Parker one slipped back a bit, but still doing well. Triple captain left and free hits. He's in a good position to maintain. I think at this stage, 10th, top 500k after game week 19. If you can maintain that and kick on forward. But the game evolves so quickly from game week to month to international break to Christmas season. Christmas season is going to be massive. If any of us can get on the right players over these 6 game weeks, Jesus, you can make up all that ground. But afterwards, forget about it because everyone will be on the right chips. So I think Christmas will make or break you, and then all you have to do is hang on and make the right moves if you want that top 500k finish. 250k would be phenomenal. Like I got top 800k this last year. I'm looking to slowly but surely get top 500k plus, hopefully. Adam Hickey, 67, so fair enough. The Haaland thing done well. Joao paid off, but it's apart from that, there's a lot of blanks here. They look like good picks, all these. The Eze, Semenyo's, Enzo. Enzo's going to be good. I think it's basically patience now at this stage. We look at Adam's team here. I think it's patience. I wouldn't be worried too much. I'd keep an eye on about the European involvement with Woltemade. Did he play or not? If he hasn't, then I think he's an issue. And a Mateta move is pretty simple to do, and they seem to be playing a good selection in both competitions, Europe and the Premier League. 83 from Neil Lacers Carney, came second last year, and Christy Nick. He loves his trophy. The Carneys are collecting a good bunch of trophies down there in Brackloon, so I think Cahill wants something now soon. So we'll have to see where he is. But 83 Lacers is my Ndiaye dude. Love it. And Mateta, they've come good. So two good ones. But I see how hard it is for strikers to get anything in this game. Defender, clean sheet, defensive bonuses. They're getting their double bonus. DEFCON plus the BPS. So I think it's a no-brainer. Look how hard these two, Mateta and Ndiaye, had to work to get them points. And look what all he used to do is just free wheel and get his DEFCON, and there you go, bang. So yeah, I think four at the back is absolutely vital, and five is feasible. I think the midfields are just too random this year now. Look at Rogers, who's done so well against Liverpool. Couple off the post, always involved, got nothing for it. And he gets penalised if he gets offside. It's a joke. It's a complete joke. So it's hard for any of them to bang. And, if they miss a shot or a chance or something, they get massive deductions. The defenders this year don't seem to get any deductions. Even when they concede, they're racking up their DEFCON. Liam Herr on the 72, good stuff. He's in a good position. Look, I like that. He's double my score in and around. Was it 800? No, I do myself an injustice. I'm about 1.39. So I'm not too far. 17 points down on Liam at the minute. So I'm not panicking. If I can just stay in and around this situation until Gameweek 19, trust me, I mean business this year, folks. The guru means business. Liam Hurt means business at the minute. Good score. He's still got a free hit and a bench boost. Lovely stuff. Great position. He's done his Mateta. I think it's a zero-sum game, as it says there. Both of them got the 9 points. So I think maybe the Wolves game. I think Brighton will give Palace a better game. At Sellers Park. I think Joao should rip up Wolves. Wolves are up. I am a bit panicking. I am thinking about -4 just to get a Chelsea and just in case, the Wolves could do it. Wolves are into I don't know who they're thinking about getting the last dude back again. Forget his name again. Oh, something. Ruben, our friends from And Sunset Burns, the band. I go and visit. Ruben, he's a drummer. Yeah, he's made a +9, so good stuff on his transfers. He got in Gabby and Mateta, so that was a +2 on Gyokeres. And he did get the assist before he got injured. And Gabby got a +7 on Virgil, so that's good stuff. 79, lovely score. Well done, Ruben. You're hanging in there. And no, he's got all the 3 left, the classic 3 chips left. Should be great fun now up until game week 19. Sean Sniper Gilday in 15th, and Christy Grealish and Buemo. I think going forward, but then again, Saka and then Enzo could pay off. I don't know if I like that move at the minute with Saka going up to Sunderland and Enzo at home to Wolves. I'm not sure. To attack Sean, I might get in Enzo. I've got Ndiaye to cover there. Just these are micro backles, aren't they? 54. Um, Decided to go alternative for Embuemo. I know it's kind of self-indulgent, you know, if you are a United fan and you want to have the double win, isn't this? Your man scoring and your team winning. Really and truly, it was well, it's a 13. You can say it's a minus 11 there on that captaincy move. You just cannot back against Haaland, even against Liverpool. I'm going to still have him against Liverpool. So that was an ouch, bit of a hit there. So it's not all um, daisies and buttercups, and Christy Nicholson. There's a couple of bangs here and there. I'm sorry for Sean, your trouble there, but you're still in a good position, bro. Top 1 mil. Loads of your chips left. And you know yourself. Spurs now, what they're saying, Kudos, is he coming back from injury? I'll have to check if he's played tonight or whatever, but we'll see. Darren Coyne, good stuff, top million or so, 16th, 67. It's a good score, great score. I'm delighted to get to 67. Going forward, a couple of Van de Ven. Okay, I just missed out on that Van de Ven thing. I just wish I had him on the bench. It killed me. Never going to drop Van de Ven ever again. Ever. Ever again. He gets no def con. All he does is score goals. He gets 1 or he gets 21. That's it with Van de Ven. A booking, a yellow card, and a goal conceded. Or he gets a 21. Well, 22 in that case. Owen Cunyon, 66, was brave against going for Eze. Eze didn't return. Did he? No. He got a clean sheet, nothing. And Haaland, so it's a gutter, isn't it, really? Like it's a minus 10 there. But trying to be differential and trying to be attacking, it just does not pay anymore in FPL, guys. It does not pay. It does not pay. You don't get what you deserve in this game for being brave. It's a shame, really. 66 still fine. It could have been, the 76 like a lot of people would have had, because Welbeck has returned. It's a good shout. And that O'Reilly has come back after I got rid of him in the dream team, but I wouldn't have gone. I think he could be a cheap way in, but you just can't back his minutes. He's a good attacker. He gets in good positions. John Kelly, 80, great score, 1.2 million, not a bad position. All his chips intact, loads of people freewheeling. John's playing it really cautious. I just don't see how I have any way of keeping on top of John. He's just going to go up and up and up. And he's got loads of chips left. He's got all the chips left. But I think by game week 17, you want to be used a couple of them by then. We'll see. Haaland, Pedro done well, Mateta. Rice, it was just a great game week with loads of returns. Again, the midfield is just a massive disappointment. I think 5 in midfield now is doing the death, really is. It will bang maybe 1 or 2, 3 times a year, but that's it now. I think it's just all about getting your Calafiores as well, or your Gahys, your Van Dijks, your Gabbies, your Lacroix. It's just like you need a whole 10 of defenders now this season. That's it. So, and Haaland. That's all you need is Haaland and 9 defenders and the goalie. That's all you need. With Rice, we'll say. Yeah, Rice and a bit of chicken curry and Vindaloo and Tandoori. Korma. Love it. Kieran Kiley just has nipped above me on 605, 1.2 mil. So again, Richards is another viable dude for your defenders. Again, everyone else blanking. Just love and dive for that. Goal 81. Good stuff, Kieran Kiley. That's myself. We know all about the crack here. I'm all out at the moment, and I've just got to hang in there. I've got a few differentials that I like. Foden's now in for Rice. I think Rice is still a good differential in Christy Nick. And Ndiaye definitely is, and Rogers is. And Waymo, more people have. Bowen now looks like. So my team is a lot more looking at differentials, which is I have to try. That's the way I'm going to go. Foden, forget it. He's just not a pick. But a 14%, 10% pick, 3.5% pick is fine. Rodon is still interesting. He pop up with a goal here and there. Uh, I don't know what Rice is. Rice, has anyone got Rice in this game? Yeah, Rice is 10% pick. Love that. Love that. So, Donkey Hannon, 71, good stuff. 21st, 1.5 million. I mean, Donkey's got all his chips left, so he's going to fly up there. 71's fine, Rice. So, supposed to be matching his Rice. The getting in Rice was a good move for me. Me and Donkey's team are quite a little bit different with the Salah thing going on there, and Verso, he's well stocked up in his Liverpool already. I think that could be a good ploy that ahead. So Jason Coyne there, 74. So let's flip through a bit more. Aidan Gaffney on the 69. David Martin on the 71. Not too bad. Good score. The Salah and the Haaland thing is still a thing. It's still possible. And the Mateta. That's what got the rest is more like, apart from Gabby, everyone has Gabby. It's all blank. So it's a funny old game week. It's kind of very hit and miss unless you had the Mateta and Welbeck and Die here and there. Joao Pedro, as we see in Jack McGoldrick's case, 76, good score. Lafee now is doing the business. Look, he's got a 6. He got an assist, 2 points, and he must have got a bonus point as well. Assisting Xhaka the other night. So yeah, see, there you go. It's about defenders, isn't it? Keller, no good this game week. Harry Cribben on the 77. He's just got a triple captain left. You have to figure out what to do when Haaland or, see if anyone he can figure out can bang. 77, good score. Gyokeres going off at halftime. It's a piss. Excuse my English. It's a bummer. Joey Fahey, interesting player, 65, always there in and thereabouts. A pretty engaged manager like Joey, good stalwart to the Christy Nick. 1.8 million, 27th at the minute. No panicking yet. Still got 3 traditional chips left. I know the Foden thing, the Foden pain, that's what I call it. It's no bench boost thing going on there. He'll have to do a bit of twiggling here and there to figure out bench boost because there's not much there. Trippier, I think, has got a foot issue or whatever. He's slight injury. Don't know what Baz doing. So all his money's out there somewhere. Joey Nina now, 28th, 10 points behind me, but he's got all his traditional chips left. So he'll creep up now into the top 10 by Gameweek 19. Rest assured. All the picks are the standard sort of stalwart sort of moves that all the influencers do. Any team you see with Anderson in there and the Richards or Gabby and Raya and Reinders, Semenyo, Mateta and the Vol, these are more like last week or 2 moves. So he's just had enough propaganda went out about Joao Pedro to last a lifetime, and that move into Mateta was the no-brainer, but it's for a zero-sum game there, 9 points and 9 points. So yeah, and I really do think now, looking at Joy's team, if I can attack, I might take a -8 just to get a couple of Chelsea and then get an attack, or -4 anyway, get Joao Pedro in for Wolves. Joseph Lyons, and I don't want to take a minus hit for all season. And still, I didn't plan for the Chelsea Wolves thing. That could be anything. Enzo and Joao Pedro are lovely now to have. An AG, good stuff from Joseph Lyons. Really go on to Calcedo's done well for him. and Joao and Gyokeres, and that's where he's got his 80 from. So good stuff from Ethan Keenan, the 70. Loads of these haven't played any chips. Even the Brack Lunatic who won it a couple of years ago. 1.9 million. He's used no chips. He's 12 behind me, and he's just got the whole world at his feet. He really does. Bowen to Mateta, it worked out great move. +7, +3 gain on Neto. That's what you want from your transfers. Is them moves. So yeah, interesting enough team. Yeah, he's got not a bad team, so should be okay. Grealish in there is handy enough. Uh, Not an awful lot on the bench, so he's got a lot of work to do. It's okay freewheeling 11 game weeks, and you played no chips. But sooner or later, you're going to have to sit down and think about this stuff and what to do, because it's so easy to play a chip in the wrong game week. Then you feel like you've missed out, and it's all psychological. When you use the chips and they don't work out, it's all psychological. So these guys who are freewheeling, they've done nothing, they're chilling out, they're making a couple of moves, they're keeping an eye on Twitter, and they're going on gut moves. They start to think, you know, and trust me, when you do a wild card, it can go one of either ways, and you base it on the game week, and then it's the international break coming up after this game week. So all bets are off. So I don't know. Some people like doing a wild card over an international break because of the injury thing. But I hate it because when they get back, game week 12, who knows what state they'll be in or what psychological mood. Did they fall out with the wife? Did they get sent off? Did they miss a flight? Did they wake up after the journey and the plane 12 hours and with the calf strain? They sleep in, they have to readjust to UK time. Just depends where you are in the world on this sort of thing. And then you got all the European stuff in between. Tony O'Brien, good stuff, 67, same as myself. So me and Tony will keep keep near, I suppose. I'm 1.3. I think by the end of the season, me and Donny will be more or less one above or one below. It just depends. We're just a very similar type of player. Although his team is quite dissimilar to mine. Xhaka and James and Gay. Interesting. He's really changed his team a lot. He done really well with the transfers earlier on. He's got back on track, and he's got a triple captain. He can move up there, and it's all about really where you are at the end of Christmas, really, and that's kind of it. Um, so going forward with Donny, should be okay. James is back now playing well. He's got all this Chelsea in the Calcedo and James, great for Wolves. Um, we'll see. He's definitely got a very good balanced team, and the bench boost. I didn't see that his bench boost is played, and can you can't click into that. But yeah, so we'll just round it up here. Jack McGoldrick on a 64. Now Richardson, a 70. Still got loads of chips intact. Only 17 down on me, which is it's okay to be around where I am in 20th, just as long as you stay there by game week 19. So Cucurella, yeah, it looks interesting team. Ekatiki, I don't know what's going on there with Isak. He's gone off the boil now. They've said Slot's gone back to basics with Liverpool. I don't buy that at all. Not at all. Villa were really, really good. They were so unlucky not to get to get a 2-0. Like they deserved a lot better than that. Tommy Cunyon, a wild card, so 74, good stuff. Planning ahead. James is interesting. Going forward. Bench is fine. Love that. Tommy's had a good think about this. Love the Mukiele thing. He could be Anthony. I'd have him in the bench mainly. Van de Ven's fair enough. They're kind of cheap, but regular players, and they could be capable of anything. I'm sure King will turn out to be a good attacking forward for Fulham somewhere down the line. So yeah, he's got loads to play. He's got a good bench, and he's well set up to attack the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League going forward. 2.2 million, so it's only up for Tommy Cunyon. Pat Kiley in the 51. Ouch, he went differential with Woltemade. David Cunyon, the 66. Fair enough. We'll keep him more or less where he is with a couple of chips left. Fair enough. Got away. Patrick Caulfield's got lots to do, loads of chips left. Um, a lot of these guys not panicking. Ivan Demeno not panicking. Loads of chips, all his chips left, freewheeling. 59 with John C. helping, can't get anything going at the minute. All his chips intact. Should be a fun few game weeks from 11 to 9 for John. He could end up doing, it just depends with John. He could do a wild card to get rid of his AFCON, but the thing is, you're going to get 5 free transfers in game week 18. I've heard some people saying a free hit in game week 13 could be the way to go. I don't know why. Just need to have a quick look at this free hit game week 13. Hopefully this thing will click in soon. Fixtures 1, 2. Let's have a look here. Brentford Burnley. So I think that could be because of stocking up in Man City. And I don't know. People, Liverpool, West Ham, that could be sticky with Nuno now. Man City and Palace, I'm not sure about that really, why you'd want to be a free hit there, unless you got no City and everyone's got that. And which other two do you want from City that will play? I'm not even sure. Shirky will be back. Rodri will be back soon. I'm not sure about that. I think I let that one. So we'll just finish up this league. Uh-oh. Get rid of the rubbish. Okay, Roy Harford's back down here, but again, using no chips. Chips, points in the bag versus chips in hand. Well, there's 32 I have on Rory, so um, I think he can make it back. But I just have to get lucky by one or two choices. Like, I'm sure Rogers is going to bang, and I'm looking at Bruno as a sneaky punt. I might just let Chelsea go with Wolves. I have to figure it out yet. So I think Rory will sneak back. He's got all his chips left, and he will be in and around the top 20 soon enough. It's just too good to be down there, and he's a good thinker. 2022 winner, I think, 23 or 22. 25 was Joey Neenan, 24 was Jan, 23 was Rory Halford, 22 I think was Joey, 21 was Joey, 20 was me, 19 was Snowman, Christy Kilcourt, the former winners of the Christy Nick. So yeah, that's himself, Joshua Webb on the 74, good stuff. See loads of chips left for Seamus O'Boyle, Sajender Kurup, who's based here in Malaysia. James the Mave on 56. Ouch. No chips, no nothing used. I think these guys are just taking a break. Or, it's all psychological. You do a couple of moves and it's just, I'm done for the year. And then you come back at Christmas when there's a load of games to kind of change. So you'll have all this, the Mave will have all his chips left and you'll have 5 free transfers the way it's going. You've got 2 there. He's got a couple of chips left. You can do something. The Enforcer having a very good season the last few years, but 73 took a -8, -7 on the Virgil, Devaney, and Salah thing. Yeah, the Salah thing took him, so it's just like didn't do anything. Would have been better for aim in there, but we'll see. Loads of chips left. And still, it looks like a standard team that everyone has, like Alan, Mateta, Joao. A lot of these guys, most of the people have. So it's going to be hard to make moves, but with his chips, he can make just natural wins. The bench boost isn't an option at the moment for the enforcer, but he can go for a trip cap. He can free hit something. He can make 20 points in a free hit easy if he gets it right. Kyle Carney's down here in a 5-5-5. The Crumpet, the CCC 67. Okay, Dorgo. I think I saw Ja with Dorgo in there as well. A little bit of United, Rangers, kudos. Everyone's getting rid of Reinders. Dewsbury Hall is just not a thing. Um, the Gabriel thing is destroying him at the moment. Not getting having Gabriel. Ouch. Have to have the double Arsenal. There's only one Arsenal I can see in there at the minute. So, I will have to look at that. The team is a little bit off from what you want. It changes so often. Munoz even for the pause. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm gay. It's netting you 3 extra points every game week. It's not sustainable. Faris Modo had a good game with the 80, another 80 from Dara Hunt. Needs work to do, loads of chips left. A lot of these lads, Jerry Freely, Ross O'Hara, James Crane, have done lots of moves. 82 from Ross O'Hara, good stuff. And go down further, German Phillips is down here, wow. 539 with all his chips. All these guys have so much potential left. If they just got engaged and played, the Dylan Lyons at least has played his wild card. He's had a crack. He's 4, so he's left the game for a while. He's back now having a look. This is exactly the casual player that the game is looking to kind of still keep in the game. And he's come back and he's in a wild card and looks pretty good. And then Dye's done well. 79 is fine. Katike is one of those moves, it's a differential in a way, 7%. But I don't think it's a massive good move because there's so much in that Liverpool can get points. From Gravenberch the other day is a hero, and then next day it's going to be Savazalai, and if it's not Savazalai, then Salah gets a kick-in goal from Martinez, and if it's not him, then it's Gakpo gets a couple of assists. Verts hasn't assisted or scored yet, so he's a non-option, and Isak's a non-option at the moment. Calcedo, good pick going forward. The Guiu spot is a dead spot. Okay, he's good there, so I think he could. You never know against Wolves. That could be a bench boost there. He might play if Chelsea are playing in Europe. Might get some game time. Keith Robinson's with 62. 60th is Ramazil Rosie. Andrew Pignon down here 75. Jeez, it's ouch. 5 million. Netherlands. Everything intact. He can easily move up to the top 30 if he just got to go. And his team is pretty in and around where you want it to be. 75 is fine. It's lovely hurling. Loads of, he's everything going for him. There's no reason why Andy can't fly up this league. I think that's a great team for next game week coming up. Jeez. So watch out for Andy. Somebody knocked at the door there in Oz. Yeah, sure, he's probably as well off. Enjoying his life over there in Oz. And what all goes with that lifestyle. The barbecues by the beach, the surf and all that. Like, why would we be stuck here? I'm in Malaysia and I'm still engrossed and stuck in FPL. I have my friends here as well, my supporters here. Kermit the Frog, my guys here. I don't know. One of them is I don't know what they're called. Uh, Pokemon or something like that. So 78, 69, bits and pieces. I think everybody, all the way down the Christie, has done well this game week, more or less. Okay, we see 49 for the Snowman. Again, no chips, no nothing. He did say he'd join and all that, but I think he's won 1 year belongs to him, 2019, and that's always you get 1 year, Jack Carney will say the same thing. 2024 is my year, Vin, and he's got the hats to prove it. Um, Red San Francisco hats. San Francisco are doing great at the moment, 6-3. Up on it. Mick Kilcourse always comes up with these good scores, but again, he knows he's bringing up the rear. It's good to have people like Mick Kilcourse and Mick Waldron, a few others, and Will Nestor to a good anchor in the tug of war, and Kevin Kilbride there doing his best to avoid points this year. 9-9-9-9. Somebody call 999 for the Gore Killer. Oh my God, Gore Killer, where are you? Scooby Doo, where are you? But yeah, just quickly, Con Hussey, um, doing very, very well with the football in the Roscommon this year, club and all that. And it's just taking a year off here. Connor's got nothing to prove. Had an amazing year last year, done really well. I own a hat, and I have to get the hats organized here as well, quickly. So good stuff. Okay, I'll let you go, folks. That's all I have for you. Look, the King of the Travelers thing is it's just kind of a token. It's basically the most consistent players. It's just nearly virtually no planning to really do with the King of the Travelers. Well, can have a look at the top of the league anyway. Will Nestor comes out in front of the Cougar Killer. I lost out to Hughie Carney. It's just obvious. And bits and pieces. And the standings, who's leading out on this thing? Fergie Walsh. Mainly the people near the top. Liam Her and Stevie Nolan is third at the minute. The Chrissy Lee, normally the guys at the top of the Chrissy there are winning this thing. Fight. I'm quite. Oh, jeez, I'm 4 game weeks back. It's 12 points back. Still can make it, but I have to go on some hell of a run. As you see, Christy Nick, it's just so consistent and it's very, very good all the way through. And yeah, that's all I have for you, folks. Over and out from Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, I suppose I could have a quick look at um, what's going on in the. No, we'll leave it. I could get this. Right, probably still running. Liverpool are, I think, 1-0 ahead. Beaten Real Madrid. Just watching the Mark Goldberg. And yeah, that's about it. Liverpool look like they're going to beat Madrid at home. Spurs have won out 4-0 over in Copenhagen. And PSG have won one have lost 2-1 at home to Bayern Munich.